we're gonna do something different this time, Sid.
Yeah, I'm gonna GM. No, I'm just kidding.
Exactly, you're the GM. No, we're gonna do something quite different. In that I'm gonna give you a previous on Man of River.
Yes, which I desperately need. So thank you.
Yeah, but the thing is, this didn't happen. This is me retconning what happened last episode.
Oh, you're fixing what happened?
I'm fixing some things. Well, mostly because I don't know if you remember this, but last time we were playing off. I didn't have any notes.
Oh,
and
right.
Barely have notes now either, because I'm trying out a new loosey-goosey GM style.
How's that going?
It's not going great, because I'm like I told you before we started recording. I'm like, I kind of want to cry for some reason.
I'm on the verge of tears.
I want to cry. Have this very anxious pit in my tummy right now.
No, it's okay.
But I think we will be fine, because I have it in my head, and I want to see where we can go with it, because this over planning GM style has never worked for me anyway.
And it makes you stressed out in the other way.
Yeah, exactly. Because then you just prep and prep and prep and prep. You spend hours on that, and it never fucking ends up being that anyway. So I like, all my prep goes out the window. So I'm like, okay, what if I know what the story's gonna be like in my head, but then we'll see what happens. I don't know. We'll see. I have written down a few pointers so I don't forget.
Okay.
But I will probably forget. But having said that, I needed to, as I was editing the other episode, I was like, oh, this didn't really work out the way I wanted. So I'm gonna say it like, I want you to imagine that this is a TV show, and there's a man's voice that says, previously on Man of River, Eliza meets an old friend. And then I want you to imagine that we see Nicholas and Eliza on the ice, and he's holding her arm possessively while his eyes are filled with grief. And then he says, and he didn't say this, it's not anger I feel, Eliza. It's exhaustion. I am so very tired. Vroom, 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 trailer, like next to the previous. Are you following?
I am, but
sense?
I'm like, why did Nicholas? He sounded so evil. I guess he was pretty intense in the moment.
It's not. Yeah, I forgot. I have also not remembered.
No. He was pretty intense. It's like when you watch the TV show back and you're like, whoa, I didn't see all these signs. He was evil the whole time.
Exactly. And then back to him, like, I feel like a different angle of him. You get closer to his eyes, his unblinking dark eyes, and he says, old protections used to prevent this from happening. We lived in harmony, but slowly the humans forgot. The protections weren't for us, but to protect humans from themselves. Boom, end scene. And then, in this pre-cap that totally happened, we cut to the other scene, and this is the shape of a woman with a long tail, black eyes, and a beautiful voice. Do you remember her, the woodwife?
Oh, yeah. I tried to. I gave her the box. She didn't fucking care. I gave her the candy. She didn't care at all.
Oh, she did care. She answered 3 questions, and she's looking at you she's looking at you now in this preview, and says, "We were betrayed. The circle is broken." Vroom, 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 vroom. And then action scene. We see Nicholas in his true form, predatory eyes, and he snaps her neck with a force that shakes you to the core. And that's the last thing that happened. They had like this big ass fight in the snow. I feel like there's blood on the snow now because of all the fighting they were having. And this, as he snaps her neck after you begged him not to, there's this, this force that knocks you to your knees. And so you fall. And then you look up and they're gone. And that's where we left off. Do you remember? Do you need more recap?
No, that was good. I'm just annoyed. I feel like hindsight's 20/20, and I'm like, did I ask the right questions, like could I have gotten more information? But we did find out a lot of important things. It's just none of it is here. Like none of it I can solve
Yeah.
right now. We'd have to travel. I think I sent a. No, am I back at the house yet, or am I still? I'm in the woods.
You're in the woods. You're on your knees. You're all alone. Wow, this
Talking's hard.
cold. This talking is hard. You're all alone on your knees in this frosty wood, and the sun is slowly setting.
She's going to. She kneels for a while, so a little longer than she normally would, because she's almost afraid to move, as if something might come back out of the woods. And then she notices that the wet, maybe, I don't know if there's snow all over, but like the wet is seeping through her stockings. And she notices that her knees have like gone numb, and she kind of looks down, and like her dress is dirty and muddy, and she looks back up, stands up, and kind of holds her dress, and she'll pick up the box, now empty. There's a creature like tossed it. She just is in this weird kind of fugue state. She's like, I should clean up. She picks up the box, kind of clutching it to her chest, and then she's going to follow her own footsteps back out of the woods.
Yeah. There's something different now as you're walking back through the forest. It's still very quiet, but there's a sense of tension that was there before that's completely gone. There's like a lack of presence. How about you roll observation?
Oh, okay. No problem for a girl like me. Oh, I need more
You are
dice.
so observant.
Hold on, I gotta get.
I'm gonna need more. I'm gonna need more dice. It's a humble brag, if I ever heard one.
I need so many dice.
Oh,
I normally have my whole pile of Vasen, but I'm using rando dice right now. Sorry.
rando dice.
Rando
Here we
dice.
go.
They're not rolling well. Okay, let's see. Come on. Okay. And then one more. Let's see. Come on. One success.
One success. So the feeling continues for a while until you reach, you're retracing your steps back to the lake, and you find the path again, and that's when things are starting to feel like they're back to normal. Like, you start hearing quiet bird song again. There's this ease to your heart that you didn't notice until you came out of the forest. But this successful observation, as you're walking through, let me wonder how I should phrase this. Okay, so you're walking through for a while this first forest, and the trees, they're looking different from when you entered, and it takes you a while to realize that these trees are no longer alive. Like, that's what you're noticing with your observation, is that at first, because it's winter, so it wasn't clear to you first that something was different.
Huh.
And not just winter, like it could have been winter hibernation, but there was just you're so sensitive to these things because you're special, Eliza. And that's when you realize that they're not in hibernation, they're dead. But this feeling then goes away, and you're noticing the stark difference as you're getting out of sort of the forest and back to the path. And you're noticing that, so whatever happened seemed like it was local to that part of the forest. And whatever happened, it seems like either he killed the woodwife and
it killed the forest around her.
Yeah.
Oops.
Oopsie.
Oops. Was I supposed to do that? That's why she didn't want him to fucking kill her. Like, this is what's difficult too with the Vasen is Nicholas is also part of nature, you know, and he complains about the same stuff. Like, but the Vasen are against each other, so she needs like more information. I don't even know if she's processing this right now. Maybe that's at the back of her mind that it's like, oh, I think this killed the forest. But she needs to send a telegram, which we established she can do because they sent a telegram or a phone call for the dam. But she needs to send a telegram to Birch and specifically mention this wood nymph thing and the stone circle and express how important it is because it could kill the forest. Like it could really destroy things if they don't help with the stone circle.
I think that's a good idea. So you make it. So you want to try to get back to.
Still trying to get back.
Yeah. So you're walking along the path. You see the power plant that you left in a rush. Because you saw Nicholas leaving it, so you followed him. And then from out there, you see Olaf waiting for you. And as soon as he sees you, he starts jogging towards you. And then running a little bit faster when he sees the state you're in. And he's like, Eliza! Eliza, my goodness! And then he takes you in his arms and he's like, I'll help you home. What happened?
And she kind of allows herself to just like almost fall into his arms as he's helping her, and she's just kind of shaking her head and clutching the box, and she says, Nicholas,
he attacked you.
No, Nicholas, there's something in the woods, a protector of sorts. She is angry. They're all so angry at what we've done and she's looking at like the power plant. She's like at this, and Nicholas, I think Nicholas was trying to save me, but I told him not to, and he killed whatever it was. And I think it's set a chain of events. I think something's happening, and we have to write to Birch. We have to write to Birch right away. There's a stone circle in the... And she's like talking so fast. Yeah. There's a stone circle in the north, and if we don't close it, the Vasen, they're not safe. They're not able to be safe.
All right, we need to get you warm.
Yeah, she's either chattering.
He takes you into the local inn that's empty currently, and he puts you in front of the fire. In this distraught space you're in right now, you're not noticing anything else really, but he's eventually you get warmed up, and he puts a blanket around you and gives you a cup of warm tea. And then he looks at you, and you're noticing that he's not saying something. He's keeping something back.
Yeah, she's sort of more with it now. She's not as frantic. She sips the tea. And she looks at him, kind of squints her eyes a little. What? What is it?
Jonas, I'm so sorry, Eliza. He didn't make it.
And Eliza is just frozen, holding this teacup, looking at him. What do you mean?
They believe his heart gave in. They tried they tried their best. There are several doctors, and apparently he's been suffering from pneumonia for the past few weeks.
When? I just... I... But I... He was... I saw him. He... What do you mean? What do you mean?
It was during the commotion he collapsed. They believe that the stress of the demonstration, the stress of everything finally got to him. He was, he was not... His will was there, but his body gave up on him. I'm so sorry.
And Eliza, I think, is so just flabbergasted and also feeling like a conflicting, this emotion. She loved Jonas very dearly, but like I think she's overwhelmed by the sudden onset of like grief and sadness, and she is openly weeping, and I think even surprised at this like catharsis, because I think it's all of this shit that's been happening, and I think she's having like the sobs that you can't stop, and is like red in the face and can't breathe. She's starting to do the gasping thing, and it is like an ugly crying.
And I think we leave that scene because after this, there's not much you and Olaf can do. You can research the area and try to see if you can find Nicholas again, but you can't. There's nothing to be found. Everyone is in shock over this sudden death of Jonas and realizing, they pushed him too hard. The blame game immediately starts.
Oh, Eliza fully also blames them.
Yeah.
She knew.
Yeah.
She like kept telling him.
Yeah.
She's so angry.
Yeah. And there's obviously disgusting journalists there. Like this whole thing turns into much bigger thing than it might have otherwise. Jonah's family is obviously there, completely distraught as well, angry, sad. His poor mother is just grieving. Everyone's in it just puts a damper into the entire demonstration. But as the sort of dust settles, he gets branded as a hero, like as someone who made a huge contribution to science because his experiment was successful, and he worked till death. And back then, I think that people were not talking about mental health and burnout, etc. So I think this is like, oh, what a valiant man! Like what a man who truly gave himself for the better cause of humans, etc. So, and that's the eulogy. Is that how you say that?
Yeah.
Eulogy, like yeah. And unless there's something specific you want to do, I think we can jump ahead and that you're back in Uppsala. It's the 10th of December.
Could I do one thing?
Yes,
if possible, because I don't know if there would ever be like another, maybe there is, opportunity. I think while in the chaos of like he died here as well, like they're going to have to transfer his body for like a funeral service and things, I think she would try to look in his personal belongings or room, because she also felt like there was something he wasn't telling her. And whether it was just him being sick, but she is very concerned that now that he's also gone and these other scientists take over this area and stuff, she's never going to be able to tell anybody about the Vasen. Like Jonas was maybe a person who she could confide in, and she kind of did.
Yeah.
But she wants to look to see if there was any information that would help her. And this is more on you. We don't have to waste time if you're like, Jonas didn't know shit. But
No, I like it. It's a good point. Like, did he have anything there? And I'm gonna make something up right now.
cool.
You do.
Lie to me.
You do quickly find some correspondence that you can see that it's a letter sent by Nicholas
Oh,
that's dated like a couple months earlier.
so let's say
But you
maybe
don't
she
have.
pockets it, like she looks
Yeah,
through things and it's kind of the only connection she makes. So she pockets
yeah,
it until she's back in Uppsala.
yeah. And if you read it, it's sort of it's like letting him know that he's taking over the business from his brother. His brother is very ill and won't be able to continue, but that Nicholas is looking forward to being the main investor, and in a sort of semi-threatening way, or not threatening, but like kind of a bullish way. He's just like, and I would like to see the continuation of the 10 Forsen power plant, provided that the demonstration is successful. And so Nicholas is trying to push for the 10 Forsen to also become a power plant. That was the plant that Jonas said he didn't want to be part of anymore.
The one where she died. Or no?
No, that was Sigtuna.
Oh,
No,
Ten
10
Forsen,
Forsen is this
the
big,
waterfall.
yeah, it's the big waterfall that you've only like heard about briefly in the newspapers, but that there was a big. I don't know if if we ever talked about that on air, but
We did.
Jonas and Isaac, the brother.
Yeah.
His name was Isaac, right?
Yeah.
So this is why I need my
We
notes.
messed his name up so much that now I'm
Eli,
second
or
guessing.
was it Elias? Elias or Isaac? Elias. It
Somebody
might be
else was
Elias.
one, and then we kept saying it. Was it Elias?
Okay, Nicholas' brother, the
Yeah.
one who died recently, he had a fight with Jonas in Sigtuna, and they were fighting about something. And I think we said that it was about Jonas withdrawing his work from the 10 Forsen power plant, and that pissed Elias or Isaac off, the brother. But now Nicholas is offering more money in order to continue this power plant building to Jonas in a letter.
I don't understand.
I know. This is, but I mean, so question for you, Sydney, are you more frustrated by not understanding puzzles? Is this like frustrating to you, or you feel like I'm in for the ride?
Both. I think the issue with puzzles is that sometimes I just feel stupid,
Oh, I see.
which is frustrating to me, and somebody on the outside is like, "Well, obviously," and I'm like, "Shut up."
I get that. I hate playing video games with puzzles. Like I actually, especially if I'm streaming them.
Oh my God.
Like I get so unbelievably annoyed.
Breath of the Wild,
Because
even simple puzzles like the
yeah.
temples in Breath of the Wild, sometimes immediately I'll just look up a walkthrough. I'm just like, I don't care.
Oh, you're right. I forgot about those. Oh yeah, no, I fucking hated
Some of
that.
them are gravity, like you push the ball and like,
Yeah,
yeah,
people love that stuff. Chris, of course, loves that stuff. He
yeah.
also loved Portal. Did you like Portal?
It's hard.
I hated Portal.
I like
I
it, but
thought,
it's hard. My friend likes what is it? Baba for You. It's another like puzzle game. You have to like move stuff around and he's like obsessed with it. And I was like, dude, I can't not for me.
for some
Baba
reason, I
is
liked
you.
Little Nightmares. I liked Little Nightmares.
That's different to me. That's like
Yeah, because it's also like platformer.
yeah, and you're figuring out how to like run through a space or when to hide or like you can learn the gameplay and solve it. Like
Yeah.
Elden Ring, it's not a puzzle.
Yeah.
You just
No.
learn the gameplay. But
Yeah.
puzzles where they're just straight up like, ha ha ha, you
Yeah.
must circle 3 times. I'm like, shut up.
Yeah. God,
Would
I
you
get
say?
triggered right now just
Sorry.
remembering now like Breath of the Wild.
Ugh. Would
Yeah.
you say this is a puzzle?
No, not at all.
Okay.
I can't write puzzles. This is to me like a slow reveal of things as we go.
Okay.
Like a mystery. Like a mystery, investigative mystery that I haven't properly figured out either. But I'm trying to I want people who are listening to be able to maybe be like, oh yeah, they did mention that. So when we find out the main mystery, it might be a thing that they all like, oh shit, cool, that was sprinkled already in episode 2, you know, things
Yeah.
like that. But it's you're not supposed to be able to figure out what all of this is.
Okay.
I don't think any listener has yet
Okay.
either.
I mean, my thing right now is I'm like, is Nicholas just a bad Vasen? Like, is he out to
Yeah.
kill other
A
Vasen?
broken
It's a
Vasen. Is he a
broken Vasen.
malfunctioning
Or just,
Vasen?
we don't know how the Vasen hierarchy works. Like, he could be sort of like an enemy, a predator to these wood nymph type things and like other things where it's like, oh, if he gets out into the wrong area, he'll kill
Yeah.
other Vasen on purpose,
Yeah.
like a territory thing. But
So you would know, from a Swedish perspective, as you're like sort of ingrained in the society, the
yeah,
Swedish society now. You would know that the neck is considered evil,
fuck.
but you haven't confirmed that, and from it could also just be misunderstood, and this
Well,
is from
shit.
Christian. This is from Christian stories,
Sure, Christians considered the neck evil.
a spawn of Satan. But then you're thinking about it a little bit more, and this we discussed as well. There are many poems about him where it's not evil that's being described, it's loneliness. I don't remember, I think I might have read a poem, but I also don't remember. But it was basically like the neck is sitting alone, thinking about being alone. His
Is this
soul
the
is alone,
freaking
you know.
Bride of Frankenstein? Do I have to find Bride of Neck? I have to find him something?
Exactly. No, I mean, do you want to roll? Is that a question?
Well,
Do you have any candy?
if I'm back in Uppsala,
Yeah.
let's say that I have talked to Birch,
Yes.
and maybe she's
Oh, yeah.
giving me this information of things that she's been finding, and could I do some sort of investigation role then?
Let's have Birch waiting for you. This tiny little woman is waiting for you, and perhaps you can't find her at first, and then you go down into the occult library by yourself, and then suddenly she's just standing there. Hello.
I have been looking inside of these tomes.
And she has a large pile of books, which maybe you didn't see her because she's been holding
Behind.
these books and she's behind them. And the books start to
Yeah.
move. Eliza's like, oh, and Birch is like,
Eliza, I heard you come in. Please.
and she sets all these books down again. Like, she's really strong.
Yep.
She just sets this huge pile of books down like it's nothing, and she goes,
Oh, not these books. They're over here.
and she pulls out these other books, and maybe she relays the information about the neck and stuff. And Eliza says, yes, but Birch, what I'm looking for is about the stone circle. Is there a way to appease the neck or these other creatures? Perhaps we could reconnect the circle or create a new circle. I don't think I can solve Nicholas's loneliness. It's a human condition. If I knew how to solve loneliness, I would do it for myself.
She.
Birch? She smacks her on the back. Are you joking?
That's her having a great idea. So let's have the two of you together research a bit. But she looks at you with her toad eyes, and there is something you need to discover for yourself too. And you need to make a choice, Eliza. A choice no one can make but you. I shall help you with research. I can't go. I can't go physically
She's so
from this
She's so
location.
strong. She's so strong in her no.
Yeah.
Of course, Birch. I would never ask you to go on such a dangerous journey. And I have Olaf.
It is midwinter and it's the season of discovery. The spirits are awake. but they are angry, hostile.
Yes.
A shift has happened.
Yes, I felt it. I felt it with the woodwife. I believe it was a woodwife. And
Wife, you gave her the candy?
yes, the candy that you gave me. It seemed. I don't know if it actually worked. I was interrupted when Nicholas destroyed her. And Birch, the trees around us, they seemed to die. I didn't want that. I didn't want the woodwife. I thought we could help each other.
It is not your fault, Eliza.
Everything feels like my fault.
No. We are but players. The great play that the world has created for us, but we are not the playwright. I made a thespian analogy for you so you would understand.
Thank you, Birch. I think she leans in and kind of leans down and sort of softly like holds Birch's hand and leans her head towards Birch. Thank you, Birch. I'm so lucky to have you.
Come back to us. Always remember to follow your heart. But there is warmth for when you come home. Follow the warmth.
Then Eliza smiles and nods. I'll prepare everything. If you have anything for me before I leave, I'll collect it from you. Anything that could help.
And she gives you 2 books.
Oh.
One is a book about. This is written by Christians, though, so she warns you that it might be quite. That it's like hedonistic rituals of the peasants. Like it's a book that was actually like stupid shit farmers did back in the day, written by some guy.
Not showing this to Olaf.
And then there's like the beginning of a catalog of Vasen.
Oh.
That Linnaeus started, that she has found. Linnaeus is one of the founders of Castle Gyllenkreuts. He's an actual person. He was a biologist.
Interesting.
Back in Sweden. But he was from the 1700s, so he's way before you.
He's old.
But she gives you these 2 books, might come in handy. And in those books you will read about like a lot of things that might happen, especially during winter. It's a very magical time where the gateway between the worlds are very thin. She also gives you a silver cross, a power item that she has crafted.
Oh. Okay.
Silver cross can be used. Well, we'll see what it can be used.
Yeah, for. I wonder. Olaf is gonna be thrilled.
Yeah.
Okay. This. Oh, okay. I guess we're fucking going north. Man, this sucks.
Yeah. Going north sucks. It's cold.
Well, also just like no other options. Like.
Yeah. I think it's like also because this thing was introduced with Francisco Skid's character, and so much like it was a whole ass adventure by itself, like what happened to him up there. And so I think like the listeners and I are like, oh yeah, that thing. But whereas for Eliza, it's like she has no idea. And Francisco might have relayed some of it to her, but I don't think he knew what he saw either.
Yeah.
So it's like this thing that like needs to be revisited. But yeah, it's in the middle of the winter in 19th century Sweden. That the crops, there's been like famine going on in Sweden for most of the season, but most of the past few years. So you know that people will probably be extra desperate, and perhaps you might not. You're not necessarily sure what you're gonna see out there in the cold.
Oh boy.
And we're gonna witness probably a lot of suffering and desperation.
Okay.
Meanwhile, as a backdrop, this power plant expansion and your dead friend who couldn't even see it till the end. Jonas Westström did die after this, so it's like based on a true story.
That's so sad.
I know.
I loved Jonas so much.
Yeah. And he died from pneumonia. So
He really just worked himself to death.
yeah,
In the
it
cold.
appears like it. And but with you, you wanted to bring Olaf? Yeah. So
Yeah, I mean, I'll ask him. I don't want to force him, but I think he would come.
yeah, he I think he wants to see the. I mean, he'll go wherever Eliza's going.
But I think too, like Eliza is grieving. I don't want to just like glaze over that. But I think she feels like she needs to do it for Jonas in a way, for everybody. The power plant and like helping. And she says to Olaf when she tells him that she wants him to come, she says, "I need to see this through."
Oh. Well, we need to find out what's going on. It's if he attacked you, and if this woodwife attacked you, that means they're going to start attacking other people too. Whatever it is that we've angered, I feel like you're the only one who can stop it. Yes, we must go.
I can't do it without you, though. And she, I don't know, she's looking at Olaf, like, looking at where he was wounded, where he was shot. And then back up to his eyes. She's just worried. I mean, she's pulled Olaf into so much stuff. Poor Olaf.
Yeah, considering he was like an NPC that I thought was gonna die like 20 episodes ago, it's been kind of fun to see their relationship evolving.
Yeah.
And now it feels very like important to the story. Like not necessarily important to the story. Like I'm sure Eliza would have figured it out otherwise. Figured out either way. But I think the way he is her emotional anchor, and the way that she's his emotional anchor, it's very quite pretty, quite beautiful.
Quite beautiful.
You bring with you, warm weather clothing. You can take the train relatively far north, but after a while, like it's a very underdeveloped area. It's not like there's a highway that can take you up there, and the snow and the cold is brutal.
Could we hire like a horse and a sled, like a cart sled with a horse or something?
Yeah.
Okay. Christmas time, magic.
Exactly. This is such a nice, wonderful time. But the villages that let's say that you make it far to the north, like the final train station.
Yeah.
That will take you there.
Last stop, northern Sweden.
Exactly.
Last stop.
And nobody wants to drive you.
Yeah.
They're like you're insane.
Yeah.
Going up to the goddamn Bönhamn is the area where you would go for like the next city. And then there's a sawmill, etc., where the stone circle is supposed to be. But this is like 5 to a week away, like maybe even further, with the horse carriage. So they're like, I'm not fucking taking you out there, but you can borrow the horse. You can borrow the horses and that stuff. And so Olaf says that fine, I'll drive. And he bundles you up in this sled, and
we have like an oil lamp, and We stop every so often, and we have like our cured meats, like we've packed. You know, we thought it was well planned out, but still, it is brutal. And at times, you know, Eliza is like, I can't feel my feet, and they have to stop and like make a fire, you know, and actually warm up and stop in a town. And I already get the feeling, you know, these towns, like we roll up, and these towns are just want nothing to do with us because they're like, you're foreigners.
Yeah, well, foreigners also, they don't have, I mean, the few villages that you drive by, they are all seeming like they're also a little afraid of something.
Yeah.
And every one of them asks, why are you out here driving this time of the year? And then when you look at them like with like, what are you talking about? They're like, oh God, they don't even know.
Oh.
And no one wants to talk to you.
Oh no. I was gonna say, could I try to get information, but is everybody like not?
Well, if you don't know, then it's already too late. But you can, perhaps one of the innkeepers are like, yeah, don't listen to him. You know, old tales die hard, whatever the saying is.
That's a Swedish saying.
And you can restock and refuel. You get like, maybe you get like one warmed bed, but then it's back up again. And it's in the middle of the winter of Sweden. It's dark, like at this point it's like maybe 1 hour of sun. Quite beautiful though. It's quite beautiful. Yeah. And that's where we'll leave you for this week.
Oh my gosh, in the cold? All alone?
In the cold. Oh, with Olaf, and that's not sexy at all. This is not one of those romantic-y tales.
No, it's too cold. It's not sexy.
It's too cold. Have you ever had
cold sex? Really cold sex? It sounds bad. It's everyone's like shriveled up. Everyone's just shivering.
Yeah. Oh, can you imagine having sex and then taking off like all of your clothing in the cold
butt? My cold butt. My butt's cold. Like every surface like, you touch is cold.
Yeah, and then like, let's get it on in this like, if I'm just gonna take off my like long johns,
my socks.
And then put it back on
even
again
if you
after.
warm up from the sex, then you're fucking cold again, and then you're like, okay, let me just get my tights on. That sounds terrible. Yeah, this is not a sexy romp through the snow.
No, this is unbelievably unsexy. I can't believe I decided to play this anyway. All right, Sydney, this was great.